Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Berry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air, it's West. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Moving away from pressure. Looking left. Got his man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles are threatening in the red zone. Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's West. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Big guy smells it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. From the gun. Backs looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Noles!
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and
the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Back to throw, it's West. Working that left side now. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. To the ground with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A first down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's going for the goal line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's now 4th and goal.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's West. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Still looking, on the move. Right on target this time. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's West. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Caught close to the marker, it's Berry. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Power football with the run. Jukes his way for more. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw. It's West. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Berry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Off the RPO, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He might want another play. Looking to pass, it's West. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy...
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
He'll keep it himself. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Back to pass, it's West. Quickly to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll move the tight end. He's looking to pass. Quick strike complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here about.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
White 29. Black 14. Hut. Blue side east. Red 29. Blue 85. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Set. Red 54.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the